Hey guys, it's Simblr and welcome to my first Let's Play challenge. I'll go over the details in just a minute, but first let's introduce you to my sim. This is Avalon Sparrow, and I'll go over why I chose these particular traits in just a minute, but she has the best-selling author aspiration, she's creative, outgoing, and she is insane. And I will read you her background story that I came up with. She was taken from her home at the age of 7 because her parents thought she was evil or possibly possessed. She tortured her brother and sister with voodoo dolls and her fake spells, and she was sent to live with her grandparents, who soon realized that they couldn't take care of her in the way that she needed, so they sent her to a home. What they told her is they sent her to a home for children like her, and it was actually an orphanage. There, she found the love of writing and gardening, and they helped her relax and control her insane trait. And at the age of 18, she was released, and she inherited her grandparents' house, which you will see in a moment. She's renovated a little bit of it, but she hasn't really quite cleaned up everything, like cobwebs. Now, the challenge is the 13 Ghosts Challenge. And it basically, your sim is tasked to capture 13 souls via the Book of Life. Once all 13 are dead, your sim must summon all of them to complete the challenge. Basically, Avalon has found the Simchronomicon. The Simchronomicon is a powerful spellbook. Any hapless soul that lays their eyes on its tattered face and its arcane pages are cursed by its ritual. But a curse is a blessing in disguise. The Simchronomicon, though its origin is unknown, grants any wish to its victims, as its pages are bound by evil and arcane essence. Failure to complete any ritual would guarantee damnation. And I will go over a few brief rules for you. You're allowed any gender. The age has to be young adult, or elder. You can have any traits, and aspiration has to have creative, best-selling author. No other aspiration is allowed to be chosen in create a sim mode. But while you're waiting on the sims you capture to die, you are allowed 3 traits that you can work on to gain extra points. Those 3 traits are Nerd Brain, Bodybuilder, and Jokestar. The settings you have to have your game set to is lifespan short, auto age yes, and auto age unplayed sims yes. You have to master the writing skill to be able to write the Book of Life. After mastering the art of poetry, your sim can finally capture the epic saga of any sim. Unknown to most deities, capturing sagas is actually capturing souls. The Simchronomicon states that 13 essences must be captured in lyrical form and in 13 lines. Below are the 13 essences, 7 deadly sins, and 6 ethereal truths. Okay, I will name a list of the essences and the conditions, which will be which traits you're supposed to be looking for in your victims. Lust is the non-committal trait, and they must be your girlfriend or boyfriend. Gluttony is the glutton trait. Greed is materialistic. Sloth is lazy. Wrath is hot-headed. Envy is mean, and I added jealous since it's a new trait added to the game. Pride is snob. Mind is genius. Body is active. Heart is romantic, and they must be your girlfriend or boyfriend. Soul is music lover. Blood is any trait, but they must be your son or daughter. Water is one shared trait, and they must be your best friend. The blood essence requires a son or a daughter. If your sim is a girl, they are allowed to give birth and keep the baby for 24 hours. If your sim is an elder, they are allowed to adopt a baby or a child. The baby or child can stay with your sim for 24 hours. But after that, you must move them out to any household. Aging a baby into a child is allowed. If a sim has any overlapping traits, such as one sim having the lazy and glutton trait, you must choose which trait they represent. The observant trait is allowed and is encouraged since hunting for souls is taxing. As a charitable deity, you can give homes to homeless sims, just don't let them move with your main sim. You're allowed to use the cheat free real estate on for these homeless sims. However, giving homes to custom-made or player-made sims is prohibited. This gives bad juju to the rich. When a captured sim dies, your sim must plant a flower or as an offering. As stated in the Simchronomicon, the act of planting a flower serves as a reminder on how many captured Sims have died and how many captured Sims are alive. You must plant these flowers on a garden pot. Flowers planted on the ground are not counted. And finally, you can summon deceased Sims to keep you company, or even loan you simoleons. However, they cannot move into your household, as it will ruin the ritual. When all 13 Sims are dead and all the 13 pots are flowered, the ritual of the 13 must commence. Okay, so now that we've gone over the rules, let me show you her outfits. She has 3 everyday outfits. She's got this one, and this one. I love these little leggings and I never get to use them, so I use them. And I gave her this little spider necklace for all of her outfits, including all the other categories, because I feel like, you know, since she's capturing souls and everything, she needs a little amulet to store them in, so why not? This is her formal. I don't really like to accessorize that much, so there's probably not going to be very many accessories on her. She might sometimes have the eyeball ring. This is her athletic wear, her sleepwear. I never really use these shorts much, so I figured I'd use them. Her party wear, which I might take off her leggings, honestly. Yeah. And then her swimwear is just black. I made all of her outfits black and red. Now we will move on to her house. So this was her grandparents' house, which she stayed at for a brief time, but her grandparents left her this house because they didn't really talk to the rest of her family all that much. They just sent Avalon to stay with her grandparents when she was little because they couldn't handle her, and they thought that they could use the company, I guess. Anyway, let's get in here and see what it looks like. This is her gardening area. There's 13 planter pots for all the flowers that she has to get. It's just a little box with planters, no decorations. And over here is a little garden. She's got a little thing. Aqua. What's it called? Whatever it's called. I got that. Over here is the entry, or the foyer, whatever you call it. And then after that is the living room here. It's just, you know, there's cobwebs everywhere. Spider. Over here is the dining room. And then here's an empty space that I didn't really know what to do with. So if you have any ideas, let me know. Over here is the kitchen, which is just, you know, little kitchen. Nothing really going on there. Some of my stuff disappeared whenever I added this lot, so I'm gonna have to fix that. But I will do that off camera. And then upstairs, here's the little landing area. She's got a little radio. Over here's her office where she'll do all of her writing and evil deeds. And I put this bulletin board here as, like, you know, missing persons and lists of all of her victims, stuff like that. I thought it was, you know, necessary. Over here's her bedroom. More cobwebs. Some little gardening tools. And over here's her bathroom. It's just small, smaller than the one downstairs, I'm pretty sure, yeah. But, yep, so that's the house. It doesn't say in the rules that you have to start with a starter home, and it doesn't say that you can't really cheat the money to build whatever you want, so I just went ahead and built her a house and came up with the inheritance story because I figured it'd help her in the long run if she could go ahead and start using a good computer and, you know, didn't have to struggle. Also, for this Let's Play, I'm going to try and finish this Let's Play by the end of October, maybe a little bit after. Sorry if you can hear banging upstairs. Not like, I mean like, oh crap. So, yeah. And New videos will be posted every Tuesday and Thursday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And since this is a Halloween type inspired Let's Play, that's why all these cobwebs and stuff are in here and the creepy paintings, because I figured it'd be a nice touch. I might add some pumpkins later and have her carve some pumpkins and stuff whenever it gets closer to Halloween and decorate the house with, but for now, this is fine. Sorry if I move the camera a lot, you guys. I'm not used to recording, and whenever I play, I just move the camera a lot. So, I guess we will get her started writing a book. A children's book. Because that's the only thing she can write right now. Okay, so here we have her first book, called A Calico Moon. An orphan pair, Lyra and Tad, who discover a world taken over by the evil Lord Persimmon. His captive Calico is their only hope. If you guys have any ideas for story titles or descriptions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. And I will try to use some of them, because after a while, I get tired of coming up with all this stuff. And eventually I just end up going with the generated stuff in the game. So we're going to write this, and then I will have her probably go around the world and look for some flowers and stuff, get working on her gardening, and then we will go out to a bar or something. Which, if you guys have any builds or sims you'd like to add to the world, let me know. I'm gonna skip her writing and talking to her friends, and I will get back to you guys in a moment. Or not, because it looks like the welcome wagon is here. So we'll go ahead and get her started chatting up some people, see if we can find her any victims for later on. Why is she... Okay. Yay, 4 possible victims and fruitcake. Fruitcake is disgusting. I don't know why anybody eats it. My mom loves it. So we'll just introduce ourselves to these people and see if we can learn any of their traits. Also, you guys, I'm sorry if I sound nasally or if I'm sniffling. My allergies are acting up right now because just turned fall and the universe hates me, pretty much. I'm not sure if I said this already or not, but this sim and her house is available for download in my gallery if you guys are interested in downloading that. If this Let's Play goes well and you guys like it, once it's over I might start another one. I'm not sure what. So if there's any challenges you guys would like for me to try, let me know in the description, in the comments, and I will check them out. I already have one challenge in mind that I want to try, but I'm not sure about it yet. I can't remember the name of it. The random challenge, that's what I was wanting to try, where basically everything in the Let's Play in the challenge is randomized using a randomizer, like your children's traits, events that happen in generations, their careers, everything else, all randomized, which I thought would be pretty fun because most of my sims usually have the same traits and everything. I tend to go more towards like the gardeners or the creative sims, and that's usually what I create, so spice up my game a little. How long is this? 2 more hours and she's not talking to anyone. Come on, let's go talk to him. Talk like penguins. Share ideas. Where'd the other one go? Oh, okay. I don't care if you use my computer. It's not like I have any dirty secrets or anything. Maybe I should lock that door, actually. Also, if you guys know of any way I can kill these victims without just locking them in a room, let me know, because if I just lock them in a room, that takes points off the challenge at the end, off my final score, and I feel like it'd be more interesting if they died in different ways instead of just locking them in a room. I'm just gonna throw this away, because who really wants that? Let's see if we can get to know them, see if they got any traits that we need. Get to know you. Get to know. She's good. I don't think that's one of the traits we need. Where did that plate go? Back here. She's creative. Don't think that's one we need. Screw you, plate. Let's see what else we can learn. Not romantic. Ask about day. Okay, so apparently everybody wanted to come to my room and party. Okay, whatever. I wanted to go out anyway. So I'm just gonna take care of her needs real quick and then we will go. Okay, so I'm gonna have her work on her book for a little bit longer and then take care of her needs and then we will work on her book for a little bit longer and then we will go out and look for some flowers. Alright, so there were no flowers growing around our house just yet, so I decided we'd just go ahead and go out and introduce ourselves to people, find some possible victims, maybe find our first lover. Let's order a drink. Favorite drink. Anytime I order a favorite drink, it's always sparkling water. Is that a thing or something? Also, guys, tomorrow I have a house tour going up. It's a tour of a duplex / townhouse. I don't know whichever one you want to call it. And a current household update. So check that out if you guys would like to. It's available for download in my gallery as well. Did I introduce myself to all these people? No. I've also got one of the rooms from the house that is going up, well, the video that's going up tomorrow of one of the bedrooms is available for download in my gallery as well, so if you guys just want the room, then that's there. Also, I don't know how many of the rules I'm going to stick to, because I don't know if I want to actually just do scoring or anything. I may change a few things, like if you guys want me to add any Sims or houses, would like to move the Sims into houses, but I'm not sure because then I'll know what their traits are and stuff. So I'm not sure yet. What do you guys think? Have I met Mortimer? I've also got a Goth Family makeover going up this Saturday, so check that out. They're also available for download in my gallery right now. So, and I did land grabs last weekend if you didn't see that. Discuss interests. He's creative. Let's get to know some of these Sims. See if we'll become friends with any of them. See what we can learn about them. Well, it's a regular at the bar. That doesn't help us. Ambitious doesn't help us. What is that? Oh, non-committal. He may be our first boyfriend. Who was it, you? Yes. Give a pep talk. I'm not gonna flirt with him right now because probably won't like that with Mortimer and the bartender in our conversation. Do an impression. So we'll just become friends with him first and then romance him at a later date. Because we do need the non-committal trait for lust. Alright. I think after she finishes these cute interactions, we're gonna go ahead and go home and get some sleep, and then in the morning we will go look for flowers. Alright, we are up and taking care of our needs right now. Then we will go and hopefully there's some flowers to find. And did you guys know there were scrambled eggs with bacon? I swear I never had that option before. I'm not sure how long that's been a thing, but I've never seen it. I thought it was always just scrambled eggs. What is this? Finish writing a book. We'll save that. And we will have her write another book later. But first she... Really? Why can I not get rid of that? Guess I have to go into buy mode and get rid of that, or do that later. She's freaking out over here. So that's always good. Hopefully she doesn't catch the house on fire. Also, I'm not going to get her a job. I'm just going to have her do the writing, and she can make money from the royalties on that. Because I feel like her having a job is just going to get in the way later on when she wants to go murder her friends. I can self-publish. I don't know if I want to do that, though. She's got enough money for now. I think I'm just going to wait until she can sell to a publisher. Well, let's go see if there's any flowers for her to collect. Of course there's not. Blackberry. How long does it take things to grow? Well, thought I was gonna have her go get flowers, but I guess she's just gonna have to go ahead and write another book. Okay, so we've got another children's book called There Were Dragons, a story of a land where dragons, humans, witches, warlocks, ogres, and fairies did not fear one another. I know it's not that great, but it's the only thing I could come up with that would fit. And I like it. So, there's that. By the way, I've gotten these titles from, like, little stories that me and my sister write. Because we like to come up with titles and characters and then write a little short description or plot for each other based on what the other one comes up with. And they're actually pretty fun. We haven't actually, well, we've written one book so far, but it's not great. It's about zombies, but, you know, whatever. I'm gonna skip through this, and I will see you guys in a bit where we can hopefully find flowers. Alright, so I found quite a few onions and mushrooms, but I found a couple of flowers over here, some bluebells, so I'm gonna go get those and take them back home and plant them so she can start working on her gardening skill, even though she could have just used that little tree thing in the backyard, but to each their own, I guess. These are pretty. Some more bluebells right there. Let's check around here, see if there's any more flowers for her to get. I think I already have her picking those. I don't see anything. Frog. Pretty sure she's already been over here. Yeah, some mushrooms she picked. Let's... Oh, there's a little orchard over here. I didn't know that. Oh, okay. Shmoo shmoo. What? Shmoo shmoo shmoo. Sometimes wild mad thoughts enter one's head. This is one of those times. So those will come in handy later. I didn't know there was an orchard. That's cool. That's an empty lot. Okay, I guess we're gonna have her head home. Maybe plant some of these. Call it an episode, I guess, guys. What are these? More bluebells. More bluebells. I would like a variety. You know, I could just purchase some. But she doesn't have a lot of money. I guess that's it for this part. Thank you all for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe if you liked it. And I will see you all next time. Bye.